Okay, welcome back to part 4 of making playing cards in Adobe Illustrator. Uh, if you've been following along, you might have a set that looks considerably different than the original set of playing cards we started with. And if you really followed along, you have something that looks like mine, which once again I deemed my incredible Hulk-inspired green and purple set of playing cards here. Next up, we're going to talk about character styles. So character styles may be something relatively familiar if you have previous experience using something like Adobe InDesign, or if you have web design experience and you've done things like cascading style sheets, CSS. Character styles and paragraph styles exist in Adobe Illustrator, in Adobe Photoshop, and Adobe Illustrator, and should be used anytime you're building a large dynamic system like this. It's specifically in Adobe InDesign. If you're building out a large document, or even just a 2 or 3 page document, using paragraph styles and character styles to your advantage is going to make the process incredibly easy to do if you need to make mass changes across lots of things, lots of pages, or in this case, lots of artboards. Uh, there is a difference between character styles and paragraph styles, and it's just in the name. Paragraph styles are designed to be applied across large blocks of text, and character styles are designed to be assigned to individual elements within a larger block of text. In this case, all of our text elements, our numbers and our letters, are at most 2 characters long, which is only the case in our tins and our jokers. Um, so we don't really need to worry about the difference between these two. I have used character styles instead of paragraph styles, but they could have really been used interchangeably in this project. Um, Both character styles and paragraph styles have essentially the same functionality built into them on what they can be used to assign, but in this case, it didn't really matter. We just have very limited text. So, character styles. I already have the panel open here. It is a little letter A with a couple of little swatches next to it, and directly below that we have a paragraph symbol or styles panel as well. If you do not have either of these panels open, they are once again available under the window menu, but this time a little bit hidden. They're hiding underneath the type category, and you can see here it is, character styles currently has the checkbox, and then paragraph styles a little bit further down here. All right, inside of the character styles, once again, I've kind of pre-baked everything for you for this project. There is a black characters character style and a red characters character style. Inside of each one of these, we'll have all sorts of properties associated with text. Just like with how we created swatches in the previous tutorial, to create a new character style, all you need to do is create a text element, click on the new style button at the bottom of this panel, and that new character style will be based off of the character styles of the text that you selected to make that character style on. In this case, I already have the 2 character styles made for us, so let's take a look at how easy it is to change these character styles. These character styles are already baked into the symbols of all the instances of text that we've used throughout this entire document. So if I just change the black characters character style or the red characters character style, it will change all of those elements. However, you might be a little confused because we don't have black and red anymore. We now have green and purple. Those names did not automatically change, so that's going to be one of the many things that we'll want to change here. To edit the character style, I just need to double click on the character style to pop open the character style options dialog. So I switch my black character or black elements to green. So step 1 is I'm going to change the name of this character style to green characters. Along the left-hand side here, I have a number of different categories here on things I can do to change this text. And the easiest ones for us to see here are going to be to change the basic character formats, which include things like switching fonts. And I like to, in a demo, use terrible fonts, so I'm going to use Comic Sans, everybody's favorite font to hate. And then to really see the change, I'm also going to change the size of this character. Let's make it considerably smaller. If you look back into our document, I have the preview box or preview checkbox checked in the side of this window, and so I can see the changes that I'm making on all of my green cards, with the exception of my aces. You'll see that the green aces that we have for both the stars now instead of clubs and the spades remained their original size. And this has to do with the kind of weird process we use to create these cards. The character styles aren't being applied quite right to those individual cards, but we can see it everywhere else. all the way from our 2s through our kings in that background. So that's looking, I'll say, good, although it looks pretty bad at this point, our tiny Comic Sans characters. But we can see how easy it was to make a change with character styles and how it was applied across the entire document. So when I hit OK here, that change is applied. Before we go and take an investigate our ace cards, I'm going to do the same thing for our red characters. Once again, I need to change the name first, so this is going to be our purple characters. And I'm going to go in and choose another terrible font. Let's do Papyrus. And this time, let's make this a little bit bigger. And you can see all of our purple cards now have a slightly larger Papyrus character assigned in all of those corner symbols. Simple, easy, hit OK. So now it's time to take a look at those ace cards and figure out what's going on. So let's start with one of the green cards, the ace of stars, which was our ace of clubs. And let's drill in to select that one individual element here and get down to the point where I can actually edit the text. With that text selected, you can see that the green characters style was applied to this, but there's this little plus symbol at the end of this. The plus symbol means that there have been some overrides over the character style that was applied. So the character styles were applied to this character, but it just chose to override them. I'm actually not quite sure what we did in the copy and paste process that would have caused this override to take hold over this character style. I guess it was the fact that the character style was already applied to that. We just didn't know. And then we overrode it in the process. Regardless of why or how it happened, it did happen, and we've caught it, and that's the good thing. And to change it back, it's a simple and easy process. In the top right-hand corner of this character styles panel, there's a little hamburger menu, a little 3-line menu, and in that you'll find an option to clear overrides. When I click on clear overrides, the little plus disappears, and you can see that that character has changed back. I should have not selected it all the way, but there we go. It actually did apply to both instances of that symbol. And why is that? Because I changed the symbol itself. It was the interior part of the symbol, and so all 4 of my formerly black A's, now green A's, have switched to this small Comic Sans instance. I need to do the same thing for my purple A's. So once again, clicking in until I'm editing the original elements of the symbol. And when I have that completely selected, you'll look over here and the character style is actually not even purple characters. If you remember, we made our red A's, which are now our purple A's, out of the black A, which is now our green A. And that black A had the black character style applied to it. And so it took that change. So this is an easy fix. We don't need to worry about overriding or clearing our overrides. Instead, we're just going to switch character styles to the purple characters. And I jump back out, and that effect has taken place to both my purple hearts and my purple diamond characters. So this may be not the most beautiful set, but we have made dramatic changes to this card set using cool techniques of symbols and swatches and character styles. Last but not least, in our next video, we're going to talk about building repeating patterns, and we're going to build out a new card back.